Are we? Is it just recording?
Yeah, both of those are recording.
You need something funny for a cold open.
Well, we will figure that...
Why is it always... That's going to be every cold open.
No.
Okay, that's...
Oh, God! Is something broken?
Steamed ham.
Welcome to Klungtube Weekly, where today we are joined by Jayce, James,
Matt,
and myself, your host, Justin. Today's episode, we will talk about boss battles. What are our favorite boss battles? Tune in to see more. Okay, so we're here to talk about James's uneven little shoestring little things. You notice that, like, this one's like a little over here, and it's just like, okay, it's a little bit further than that.
You know, like, my favorite boss battle is trying to get up and make James fix that.
Yeah.
This isn't the argument.
It's every single day event.
How does this make you feel?
No!
Anyways, we're here today to talk about our favorite boss battles. I'm going to start. My favorite boss battles, one I've done, like, within the past year, actually, is Slave Knight Gale from the Dark Souls 3 DLC. He's the final boss of the DLC, and that fight is, like, I'm a sucker for spectacle, and that fight is all just, like, crazy. It's like it's you and him. There's nobody else in the world, and it's just the craziest fight ever. It's just, like, it's not a hard fight necessarily, but it is just a lot of fun. Like, this second phase where he just, like, starts shooting a giant crossbow, and he starts flailing around his cape with, like red, I don't even know what they call it, red magic or whatever. And then, like, the third, like, phase where he, like, lightning's just coming down. It's just a cool fight, and it's just like a dance between you and him, and it's, like, so basically the culmination of, like, everything the Dark Souls series has built up to, and it's just a fun fight, and I love it. So next, let's go with James. What's your pick?
All right, so my pick for one of my favorite boss fights is the first boss, or Colossus, from Shadow of Colossus. I think it's called the Minotaur, and it's really just, it's special to me because when you start that game, you have no idea what you're really getting into, and all you know is that your girlfriend's dead, and that to make her not dead, you need to kill 16 or 15 Colossus. And you come up to this first one, and it's just walking. It's not violent towards you at all. It's just walking. And it's this massive spectacle, and you as the player are like, how do I even... trying to decipher what the hell you even do as a small child trying to kill this monster. And, like, it really just makes you also start questioning the game, because it doesn't attack you until you start killing it. It's not violent. It's just walking. And it starts so many questions about the game, and it really is a huge tone setter, and that's why I think it's one of my favorites.
All right, Jayce, let's hear yours.
For my pick, I decided to go to the planet of Pandora, and with that, the franchise of Borderlands 2. My favorite boss battle has got to be Handsome Jack at the end of the game. The boss battle itself with Jack is not super hard. He just clones himself 3 or 4 times. It's kind of cool, using a deception tactic to cover the fact that he's kind of just a shitty fighter. But then the cool part happens once you almost kill him. You cannot kill him in Phase 1. It's also as it is the only multi-stage battle in Borderlands that I remember, because he will go into stasis, and the vault itself will come and kill you. It is the beast known only as the Warrior, and it is what Jack has been summoning the entire game. It's what the game's been building up to, and it is one of the prettiest bosses I've ever seen as well. Just a giant, serpent-like, 4-legged beast that has lava all around, a lot of firepower, a lot of minions going around the map that have to kill you. It's just an all-around fun boss fight. And then at the end, you get rewarded with Jack pleading for his life and saying how stupid you are, and, you know, all the things he says, but he says a lot of them all together, ending with the lines that he's the hero of the story, and you weren't the whole time. And I think that comes together to a nice conclusion to one of the longer versions of Borderlands as well.
Okay, cool. Well, let us know what your favorite boss battles are down in the comments below. We would love to hear because everybody has their own experiences with bosses, which is just a cool aspect of gaming. So now we're going to be moving on to the debate topic, where we'll be talking about... What are we talking about again? I forgot. Jesus Christ, what are we talking about?
What
are we doing?
Where are we?
I don't know what
Jeez.
we're talking about video games.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Comedy.
All right, welcome back to our debate topic. Today's debate topic is physical games copies or digital game copies.
Yep.
James will be arguing for digital copies, and Jayce will be arguing for physical copies. So, let's get this started with James. Go.
All right, so I am very pro-digital because I just like being able to immediately get the game. Like, I hate having to go to the store and pick it up, and maybe it's not there, something like that happening. I love being able to just log in to my PS4 or my computer or whatever with Steam and just download the game, or purchase it, download it, and have it right then and there, and just not having to deal with the space of having, like, boxes and everything everywhere is also really nice for me, because I could lose them, I could step on it and break it, and then you're just shit out of luck, and that's shitty. I just really, most of my argument's going to be just the immediate, getting it immediately and having it. To me, it's just so much better than physical, especially because of how much of a shitty time I've had with physical discs, and especially buying it from places in general. I've had a lot of bad experiences, but I've never had a bad experience with digital, but it's just so much easier. So, yeah.
All right, that was the full minute there. Okay. All right, so Jayce, present your argument. Why physical copies?
So I want to start with saying one of my greatest joys as a child was going home and seeing the game shelf. Seeing all the games, all the cases just lined up really beautifully, and just being able to take one off and put it down. And you can't do that with the digital copy. Sure, you have a Steam library, but just not as appealing. I don't get to see like all of the case covers, all of the art that people put work into, that they put all that work into to see. Like, look at these. You can look at this all the time. On your shelf, looks really nice. James wants to put these people out of work because he wants a digital copy of the game. Also, the experience of going out, I get to hold this. I can hold this. It feels mine, and the computers can't steal it from me ever. Yeah, so what if Steam crashed one day? I will always have this disc until I break it or lose it, which I won't because I take care of my games, unlike James seems to do here. So,
Sure.
If he took care of his games, and he could have a physical copy, and it would look nice on a game rack.
All right. So, now we're moving into the rebuttals. James, you have 30 seconds to have a rebuttal against Jayce's argument.
Okay, so this is less of a rebuttal, but more just something I thought of. Something that's happening more and more often with physical games now is that when you get the game, you put it in, you have to wait for an update. You have to download the rest of the game because discs are not Give me more time for that. Discs are not physically large enough to handle all the game. So you have to download it anyways, so digital is better. Because if you're going to download it, no matter what, it's better to just have it immediately.
Okay, we gave you a few seconds to wrap up your thought because you were
My Freudian slip.
He was thinking
Yeah.
about dicks.
yeah. Anyways, all right, Jayce, 30 seconds to rebuttal against James's argument.
Well, to me, it seems like the download is the same anyway. It's the same amount of time. Sure, you have to download off the disk, and then it has to update, but it has to do that anyway, except it's downloading from a server anyway. Disk also gives you more direct access to download something off of. It's a little faster of a process in a computer. And the other thing is, if I pay the same amount of money for an object and a game, or just a game, I'd rather have the object as well. So I just want to say that, and that's the end of my rebuttal.
Alrighty. So that is the debate for this week. Let us know down in the comments who you think won.
Are you pro-digital or are you pro-dicks?
I mean, close to what James said, but also like comment your opinion too. Do you like collecting physical copies, or do you like having the convenience of digital? let us know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching this week. Also, put down your debate suggestions in the comments so we can do some of the stuff that you guys like to talk about.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. I fuck.
Dicks.